Youdale. I'm editor of Access International magazine. I'm here at the CONEXPO exhibition talking to Don Ahern, who's the owner of Snorkel and Xtreme Manufacturing, and also Ahern Rentals based here in the US. First of all, I'd like to ask, your company Xtreme Manufacturing acquired 51% share in Snorkel back in October last year. Why did you decide to buy Snorkel?
Well, Snorkel's been a very big part of my entire life. It goes clear back to when it was owned by Art Moore back in 1985, when I first did my first piece of business. I was well aware of Snorkel prior to that because I represented other aerial work platform manufacturers. And opportunity came along to get involved with Art and his company Snorkel, and it was just a welcome change in our product line. We took it on. We took it on exclusively, and we've been involved with Snorkel ever since 1985.
Yeah. We
currently own something just under 1,000 of Snorkel products in our rental fleet. Our rental fleet right now is about 22,000 AWP and about 40 to 42,000 overall. But Snorkel's a very big part of it, and I wanted to buy Snorkel so that I could kind of preserve my own investment, plus try to restore a legacy, particularly here in America, the US.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So I really kind of had passion and love for the organization and the company and the types of products, the way the philosophy in which they built their equipment.
Right. And obviously, and at the moment, Tanfield, its former full owner, owns 49%. What are your plans with that to acquire that 49% over time?
Yeah, well, we expect that we will be buying that other 49% in the future, somewhere in the next few years. It could even be this year. It could be somewhere in the next few years, though.
Yeah, and what's the plan with that? You're just going to see how things move along.
Yeah, it's based on an agreement that we have with them that has a certain formulation to it. So depending on how the numbers work out, that's when we will acquire them at the opportune time.
Yeah.
They are interested in making a return on their investment, and this is one of the ways that they'll achieve that return is by selling their, let's call it their half of the business.
Yeah.
Even though it is 49%, but we'll need to buy them out, and that'll come in time.
Yeah. Yeah, and so obviously Snorkel is an international company. So what were the reasons behind your interest in an international company, and what are your plans for growing that international brand?
There was just huge opportunity associated with this acquisition. Xtreme, as you know, is a forklift company and had little to no involvement in the aerial work platform business, even though we were developing some things in that neighborhood. But the fit of having a scissor, boom, and fork business together was a solid fit. And of course, no product was more fitting to me than the Snorkel brand. So I see it as a great opportunity. Snorkel was a very simply built machine from its philosophy of design. It's reliable, and it was just a perfect fit for Xtreme. Now, as you probably know, Snorkel was and had become, under the Tanfield organization, had become a very successful company in an international basis. In fact, 76% of their sales were outside the US. And so we have, as Ahern Rentals, having nearly 80 locations, has the ability to really help Snorkel reestablish itself in the US. And conversely, Snorkel can do a lot with their 75 distributors they have throughout the world to bring the Xtreme manufactured product into a global existence, where Xtreme in the past had been predominantly a US, Canada, North American company with only a few sales outside those borders.
Yeah. So obviously the plan is for the plan is for Snorkel then to or Snorkel products not to be just used for Ahern Rentals, but to keep that company very much separate and grow the product line.
In fact, Ahern Rentals has a capital budget every year, on average about $100 million a year of new products that it buys to replenish and grow its business. And I would expect a small percentage of that, 5–10% of those dollars will probably be spent directly with the Snorkel product line. When in fact we'll spend more money, as we have traditionally, with companies like JOG and Genie and others. So Snorkel will have to earn its way into Ahern Rentals, just like it earns its way into anybody else's business. But we will definitely be putting Snorkel into our rental fleet to some degree,
yeah,
and probably to an increasing degree in the years moving forward.
I see. Yeah, and you've just announced quite recently that Snorkel will be launching a new line of telehandlers for 2015. Obviously that's something they had with Upright a while ago, when it was Upright, but they haven't had telehandlers for quite a while. Why have you decided to introduce telehandlers to the Snorkel brand?
Okay, well, as you need to understand, is the Xtreme forklift is really catering to a very small slice of the market in North America. It costs a little bit more money, and it has features and benefits and long life, 30-year life in a rental business. It's unlike any other telehandler made in the industry. Now, what we're intending to do is to try to keep some of those special features and long life structure in it, but yet take some of the cost out and rebrand these literally a lower cost Xtreme product with the Snorkel name on it. It'll make it a little more targeted to the rental market, and it'll be equal to or better than some of its competitors that are well known in the industry in terms of rental fleet. So we've got to be more price competitive and for the rental guys, and that's what we're going to do with the Snorkel brand. We'll be able to give them a better value than what they're accustomed to.